Thanks for joining us on ISE Show TV. I'm here with James from Uniguest. Welcome, James.
Hi, Paul.
So first question, how has consolidation shaped Uniguest into the company it is today? Because there's been quite a bit of activity, hasn't there?
There has, yeah. We've been around for 40 years. This is our 40th anniversary this year, which is great. For a long time, we were a print provider. We did directories and menus in hotel rooms, and the company expanded out of that and has done that through acquisition largely. So we've gone out and bought a number of businesses over the years and brought those together. It sort of forced us in a number of directions. I think that 10 years ago, the company never thought it would move in. That's digital signage or IPTV, interactive hotel TV systems, engagement apps for senior living residents. We've sort of had to embrace a lot of change within the business, whether that's systemic, or whether that's route to market, whether that's in technology and development. We've really had to take on a number of personas simultaneously to deliver value to our customers and whoever they are. So consolidation of all of that isn't easy. We think that at the end of it we've come out as a unified entity that can sort of cater to individual needs and individual requirements, and we can almost be a chameleon within the technology space where we have something that fits regardless of where you are, and that's because we've gone out acquired and maintained the sort of best of everything we've bought, and that's not just technology, that's also process, and that's also skill set and human, and we've kept all that inside, and it's made this sort of I say it's a very versatile enterprise that can cater to people.
Yeah, you mentioned the history there. When I was doing a quick bit of research on you guys, it was saying that the company is 40 years old, but in 2018 it had installed 0 digital signs. Now, at the end of 2025, we're up to nearly 1 million licenses. That's an extraordinary jump, isn't it?
It is, and obviously some of that's through acquisition.
Yeah.
And I would actually say we might be over 1 million.
Okay.
We're not. Some of our business is done indirectly through distribution partners, and we don't have any trackability and traceability in the market of where those devices have gone. But we have close to 1 million endpoints on our CMS that we, live licenses that we know are there. But it's been quite an incredible rise, really, and when you consider how little brand equity and knowledge there is of Uniguest in the market still to this day, it's a quite significant number. Now we bought OneLAN, we bought Triple Play, we bought MediaStar, we bought Outram, UC View, lots of other businesses that did digital signage, and each one of those brought an amount of signage endpoints and custom to the business. But we're still over the last 5 years, since the sort of last real digital signage acquisition we made, we've been adding around 100,000 licenses a year. So wow. we really have accelerated our growth in the space and our emergence as a sort of leading player, and it's been a challenge, I think, for the business, because, like I say, going back somewhere, we were a print provider, and then we were a hotel workstation provider. So the little computer sat in the corner of the lobby in a hotel, we did that, and that's a very different challenge to serving digital signage clients, resellers, integrators, partners, consultants to deliver complex digital signage, and so it creates a lot of challenges, but it's something I think we've done really well, and we've grown into nicely, and I think because we've adopted a number of experts in that field through acquisition, that we've been able to continue providing the high level of service and continue that growth. I think if we'd got that side of things wrong, I don't think we'd have continued adding 100,000 plus endpoints per year. I think we would have slowly trailed away. So it's been an interesting, good, positive challenge, but one we've come through.
Yeah, I guess you're picking up products along the way with this acquisition strategy, but also you're picking up people along the way as well. And like you said, they've got skills in these.
That's why I'm here.
Finally, I wanted to ask you about the changes you've made recently and how Uniguest reaches the market. I was wondering if you could explain that to me for us.
So again, going back in the past, we were a very direct selling business. We used to sell direct to the hotel market, sell direct to senior living market, sell direct into healthcare, and I think my background's channel. I've been in the AV channel now for getting on towards 25 years, and it's a really powerful market to work in if you get the partnerships right and the relationships right. But it obviously accelerates growth. It accelerates your ability to to grow your brand in the market. It grows your reach through feet on the street in terms of integrators and resellers who are positioning your technology, and the reseller base and the integration base add a lot of value to the projects that we deliver. So they know the other technology that we don't know. They know how to make our digital signage come to life, whether that's through a content strategy or through integration into other technologies, and implementing the display that you need, or the control systems, and all of those things that we don't and can't do. And so we've realised that direct route to market is quite limiting for us, and so that was, like I said, that's a historic side of things, and through acquisition, we've now got a global network of partners that we're now adding to, and we're starting to move our hotel and hospitality business in the US through the channel now. We've been doing that through the channel for a long time anyway in the rest of the world, but in the United States we start pushing that through the channel. We're finding partners in the senior living space and the healthcare space to drive our technology further. Like I said, you have to give up some margin when you do that.
Yeah.
That's the downside. But ultimately, you gain so much more. Every deal we take to the channel, they bring 5 to 10 back.
Yeah.
So it makes complete sense to work with the channel, and so we've been trying our hardest to broaden our service to that market, to broaden our channel base within not just the United States but the rest of the world. And doing that, we're looking to launch a new partner program this year. So starting to add things like VIR, value incentive rebates, back into the market, marketing support, channel partner resources and things like that through our partner portal, and really trying to add some value back into the channel, additional discounts and things like that to create that relationship, to create the sort of push me pull you approach between us and them to help us both drive further in signage, further in IPTV, further in meeting room booking and things like that. And so we're really investing now. I think we've made a decision as a business that this is the way we want to go, and this is where we're going to really strongly invest over the next 5, 10, 15 plus years to really drive Uniguest as a brand and as a technology forward in the market.
James, it's an interesting story so far, and it sounds like the future's going to be interesting as well. Many thanks for your time.
Thank you, Paul.